There are many things to like and admire about families, like the loyalty and affection within them. There is also the love that we all can take for granted in families. But hold on, before you go on about all of such things, let us talk about the immense wealth in the families of today's video. This is Opulence Luxury, where we discuss the luxurious life of the rich and the blood connections that bring them together. It is said that family is everything. Well, we are going to see the family that is in charge of everything. Let us check out the wealthiest families in America. Number 8. The Cox Family. One of the things to be gained by watching this video is the overwhelming appeal that will come from businesses that have thrived while still being run generations later in the same family. The first family to look at is the Cox Family. The combination of a media enterprise and a stake in automobiles seems very unlikely, but this family has got it on lock. 125 years ago, in 1898, James M. Cox purchased the Dayton Evening News. In keeping up with diverse aspirations, the founder, James Cox, also veered into politics. In 1912, he became governor of the state of Ohio. 8 years later, he contested for president and lost with Franklin D. Roosevelt, his running mate. From then till now, the family-owned Cox Enterprises has continued to see admirable expansion. It started off with ownership of regular print media. From there, they have gone ahead to acquire radio stations, own television stations, and in another place where tech meets finance, the Cox Enterprises acquired online car dealing site Autotrader.com. The 2014 acquisition has since shaped the second-hand auto industry. From James Cox down to 3 generations after him, his great-grandson Alex Taylor is the chief executive officer, and the family is worth around $34.5 billion. Number 7. The Edward Johnson Family. This is a family that has made money managing money. The Johnsons and their employees at Fidelity Investments jointly own one of the biggest investment companies in the world. Fidelity Investments has $11.5 trillion in assets under management from more than 500 mutual funds and over 43 million individual investors. A step away from money and into a venture that milks even more money, real estate. Edward Johnson IV, son of Edward Crosby Ned Johnson III, runs Pembroke Real Estate as president. Being a family-owned real estate company sets it apart from others, in addition to the huge portfolio of 6.5 million square feet of real estate, including the Boston Seaport, all under its management. On the other hand, Fidelity Investments is headed by his sister, Abigail Johnson, who owns about 24% of the company. The generational wealth is a family concern. Granddaddy Edward C. Johnson II set up the Boston venture in 1946, while Daddy raised it to higher heights. The Johnson family is worth $36 billion. Number 6. The S.C. Johnson Family. The wealth of this family is tied to S.C. Johnson & Son Incorporated, a global manufacturer of household cleaning supplies and other consumer products. The company was established in 1886 by Samuel Curtis Johnson, Sr. The initial venture was by producing parquet flooring and later wax-based household products. From its humble beginnings, the company has grown into a multinational corporation with a diverse portfolio of well-known brands, including Windex, Pledge, Glade, and Ziploc. Permit me to be poetic, will you? Reflecting on the wealth of the S.C. Johnson family might take you beyond admiration for their financial strength to the clever alchemy that turned cleaning supplies into a money elixir. In addition to their crown jewel venture of cleaning products, The S.C. Johnson family is also involved in financial services via the Johnson Financial Group and Johnson Outdoors, which deals in fishing gears and other outdoor activities supplies. Johnson Outdoors is their only operation that is not wholly owned. The S.C. Johnson family has demonstrated a strong emphasis on family values and a commitment to sustainability. The family has maintained control of the company through multiple generations, fostering a sense of continuity and long-term vision. This family-centric approach has not only contributed to the success of the business, but has also played a significant role in shaping the family's legacy and wealth. The family's net worth is $37 billion. Number 5. The Lauder Family. Estee Lauder was the unofficial and uncrowned queen of this corporate American dynasty. And what was her role? She founded the beauty company that has grown into the empire it is today. Late American businesswoman and beautician Estee Lauder founded the eponymous company with her late husband, Joseph Lauder. You should check out our video on the top 10 richest people in beauty. Her foray into beauty products and sales had begun with her uncle's business. Estee's uncle, Dr. John Schatz, was a chemist, and he had beauty products like creams and lotions which Estee was an active marketer for. Today, her family is among the richest in the United States, and that is all on the back of what Grandma could cook. This guy also cooked. The family has a net worth of $40 billion. Number 4. The Cargill McMillan. The Cargill McMillan family have made their money in agriculture, and they are not stepping aside for you to make yours. Cargill Incorporated, the goose that lays the golden egg for this family, speaking agricultural lease now, has a consolidation policy that allows it venture into every form of food production. This industry giant that you probably have not heard about, but most likely has a hand in your food, began in 1865 when great-grandfather William Wallace Cargill followed the way of the sheep and bought a grain storage house. 2 world wars have come and gone, which were good for business, by the way. Fast forward to the now, and of the 23 heirs, 14 are billionaires. Be sure to remember that in your business-making decisions, will ya? Cargill Incorporated generated more than $150 billion in revenue from 2022 operations, where the family owns 88% of the company. The net worth of the family is $65 billion. Having seen all of these, you remember what they say, right? Keep your family close and your grandparents closer. We are closing in on number 1, and the next family is just as interesting as the one before them. But would you mind switching your grandparents for any of these? Let us know in the comments. Number 3. The Mars Family. Feeling stressed by the increment on the price of candy bars? Blame it on these guys. Looks very unlikely that billions of dollars worth of fortune will be built from making sweets, chewing gums, and candy bars. But there goes the American dream. Mars Incorporated, makers of M&Ms, Twix, Snickers, Orbit, etc. Then there is the pet food and pet care division. They produce for your dog too. The Mars Company is still a business of the Mars family. Siblings John and Jacqueline currently own the company, which, according to Forbes, made a revenue of $47 billion in the 2023 fiscal year. If your family-owned company is an industry leader, it does so much to boost your fortunes. The family and company, by extension, are not very public about divulging what they consider sensitive information, but we know they are worth $94 billion. Number 2. The Koch family. Founded by Fred C. Koch in the early 20th century, Koch Industries, source of the Koch family wealth, has grown into one of the largest privately owned conglomerates in the world. The family's wealth, however, has not only been a source of admiration, but also a subject of scrutiny and controversy. It was initially involved in the oil refining business, but has expanded its reach over the years through strategic acquisitions and diversification. Today, Koch Industries is one of the largest privately held companies in the United States. In their billionaire spare time, the Koch family is also known for its involvement in political activities. Charles and David Koch, two of Fred C. Koch's 4 sons, are prominent figures in conservative and libertarian circles. Their reputation precedes them as key contributors to political campaigns, think tanks, and advocacy groups that promote free market principles and limited government intervention. According to Forbes, the Koch family consistently ranks among the wealthiest families in the world, with an estimated net worth of $129 billion. Number 1. The Walton Family. The richest American family. Kings and queens with all but a golden throne. The Waltons, you might recognize them as the founders of Walmart, the retail giant that has shaped the retail business landscape in America and beyond, and possibly influenced shopping scenes in Hollywood. In 1962, Sam Walton opened the first Walmart store in Rogers, Arkansas. The small discount store would later evolve into the world's largest retailer, changing the face of retail globally. Someone find me a time traveler so I can get some lecture about being visionary in business from Sam. The Walton family consists of several heirs, with Jim, Alice, Rob, and Lucas Walton being the most prominent. The second heirs, with the exception of Lucas, who is 3rd generation, inherited their wealth from the late Sam Walton and his wife, late Helen. Lucas Walton inherited his from his late father and Sam Walton's son, John Walton, who died in 2005. Walmart is the largest company in the world by revenue scale. The Fortune Global 500 list of 2023 quotes their revenue as $611.3 billion. It is an exemplary big institution, and the Walton family members own about 50% of Walmart Incorporated. The same family has a net worth north of $200 billion. The wealthiest families in America give rise to debates and counter-debates on wealth inequality. With such power in the form of money that feels otherworldly comes access to unparalleled luxury.